global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. This is getting very serious and it's literally getting out of hands. Nigerians are still, trying to understand how they will go around the latest pump price in fuel. But apparently, there's still more increments coming from back and center. Nigerians are beginning to understand that the tax margin is getting unhealthy. As one of the biggest and most loyal that is coming from Southeast, I'm talking about the staunch supporter of Bola Tinubu. No other person than Igbokwe is literally crying out. In fact, it's calling to Bola Tinubu literally. Look, this is out of hand. Let's quickly dive into the news as he's complained that this must be reversed now. He's no longer interested. Let's find out in a moment. Before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. And according to the news, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress (APC), I'm talking about Igbokwe, has cried out to President Bola Tinubu to look into the new electricity tariff in the country. Now, the Igbokwe, a staunch supporter of Tinubu's presidency, said that the development will bring down and kill businesses if the Nigerian government doesn't act as quickly as possible. Now, in the post on the social media page some few hours ago, Igbokwe lamented that 20,000 naira worth of units now only last for just a day. And the APC chieftain therefore urged the government to review the electricity tariff. He said, and I quote him, "BBAT," that's President Bola Tinubu, as in PBAT, "please look into this new electricity tariff in Nigeria. It will keep businesses so if the government does not act as quickly as possible." I have a small office in Surulere with about 7 units of AC. We used to buy 300 plus units for 20,000 naira. Yesterday, we bought that same 20,000 naira worth of unit and it lasted for just 1 day. 1 day. They called it Band A group. I pray that we review this. My colleague is in the house. There have been a lot of reactions because this is one person in Southeast that had literally sang the song for Bola Tinubu, insisting that if there's anybody that can fix this country than any other person, it should be Bola Tinubu. What's her take?
On your mandate we shall stand, Jagaban. On your mandate we shall stand, Jagaban. On your mandate, Jagaban. On your mandate, Jagaban. On your mandate we shall stand. That's my reply.
Is that what you're going to say?
Of course, because these are the people that stood tall and will cause mayhem or cause trouble anywhere someone is castigating President Bola Tinubu. I mean, he had already told us that he still has a lot of things under his sleeves and he should get ready because the worst is coming. I mean, if he, as someone who has touched money and someone who has such an office, though he claims it's a small office, 7 units. That's huge, That's not a small office, that's a very big office. Now, if it's that difficult for him, how about those who don't even earn a living? How about those who don't even have a life for themselves? They're not gainfully employed. Some are underemployed. Some don't even have employment. Count it. There are myriads in Nigeria. How do they strive on a daily basis? It's so rough. So I am enjoying this whole thing. Why? Because as much as at the start it affected the poor, affected the ordinary citizens of Nigeria, right now the thing is spiraling straight to even the very rich. They are complaining. Why? Because it has started touching a part of them that they never expected it's going to touch. So right now it's going to get more interesting because Bola Tinubu has a lot to show to Nigerians, and let's just follow him and experience what it looks like to be under Bola Tinubu's government. That's what I have to say at this point.
There's also a latest one that is going on where they have mandated these fintech banks to begin to withdraw or charge 50 naira for all any transfer that is above 10,000 and above, and that 50 naira is really not for the bank. It's also different from the regular transfer charges. This is strictly for tax collection. Okay. And this is most Nigerians are even they've gotten used to collecting small loans.
Okay.
What's your taking? This is a fresh one. Nigerians have not started feeling it yet because they've not started doing the transfer, because it will begin effective from September 10. Thereabouts. So what's your take?
It's going to get really hard for business people. But I'm not even talking about the business people. The people I pity the most is actually those who are the end users of the product or services given by this way. Because as much as they're going to be using their money to transfer to any place in the world to buy this product, and imagine, for example, 25 million naira is being transferred and you charge 50 naira, pay 10 naira. You can imagine the amount of money that they are going to incur. They wouldn't take it and say this is a way of helping the government. They will put it straight on the prices of their goods and services, and those who are the ones paying for it, that's the end users, they will be the ones that will feel it. So right now, the people that I feel so much for are the Nigerians who don't have anything they are doing. They are going to see sudden, growth in the prices of things. Inflation, we've not even seen inflation. Based on what I've seen, because first of all, Bola Tinubu, amidst all of these that we have heard, we've not heard anything about production. We've not seen a dive. You understand? We've not seen a dive into agriculture, whereby government is kickstarting what we call private-public partnership, whereby they get involved in these things and make sure they saturate the market with it and also help in exporting it. These are the things that will wake up, the value of an naira. Every day, the value is going down. So you can imagine.
Sometimes you don't want to go down, they'll go and support it again.
What are they using to support it? It's borrowed money that they're using to support it. We've not really seen anything that. Now, for example, this guy is coming on board, Dangote. We are so sure he's a businessman. He's not going to sell what he has for as low as maybe 900, 800. The presidency had already told us that we shouldn't be expecting anything lower. And come on, so we are hearing grapevine here and there that it's going to come between 1.3, 1.4 and all of that. If the government refuses to add subsidy to it, imagine what Nigerians are going to go through. The rich will be the one driving on the roads. Possibly a lot of you have to call off traveling, and if they have to travel, it will be for them a huge fortune to travel back to your village, because you're going to spend reasonable amount of money. These are the things that we were talking about. But one of the most troubling aspects of it is the fact that the president seems not to align with the blueprint of other presidential aspirants. This thing, we've gotten to a point whereby we should forget about the issue of party here, and we should look at individuals who are very resourceful, people who can really help out. I've heard that he's going to rejig his cabinet. He's going to reshuffle his cabinet. I don't know who and who is going to kick out of it. But come on, we've got to wake up to the reality. And the reality is, number one, the issue of rejigging or reshuffling the cabinet, as much as it's important, but I think the most important thing is there are some of them that ought to be merged. We don't need too many ministers for there to be performance. You understand? We need to make some so that we can help cut down the cost of governance. Let the people understand that you are doing something to help remedy. The question is, government, what are you doing? Yeah, you're bringing in different way of raising funds from Nigerians, but what are you doing to give us a hope that in the next few years we are going to be salvaged from this situation? Nothing really on ground. So it's a situation that we have to go through it, as rough as it will be, but we have to go through it possibly so that next time when they flip 10,000 naira in your eyes during a period of election, you say, no, I don't want to go through that. And the most amazing thing is that we are just talking about 1 year. This is just 1 year. Imagine going through the second year, the third year, the fourth year. And whether we like it or yes, the government still have recurring expenditures to take care of salaries and the likes. And
repayment of loan.
Repayment of loan. and thus far, I think we've spent like 90% of the revenue gotten from oil, mostly from oil, because unfortunately, some other natural resources, we are not hearing anything from it. For example, the likes of gold and other natural resources, we're not hearing anything from it. So it's a future ahead of us that is so unpredictable. The only thing is for us to lean on God and be hopeful that somehow something will happen, a miracle will happen, and we'll get out of this. That's just what I have to say.
Well, most Nigerians may not agree on that, on the issue of just leaning on God for a miracle. They believe that they have what it takes to change the narrative. All it takes is for us to unite together and do the needful. The question now is, how many Nigerians are willing to come together and do the needful? That's going to wrap it up. Joe Igbokwe has set the pace by shouting, Baba, please, reverse this thing, Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? Have a nice time. God bless you. On your mandate, indeed, we shall start.
Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.